Introducing the African Diaspora News Channel app, your gateway to stories that's overlooked by the corporate mainstream media.
And we serve as the voice to the Tuba Black community.
Again, we got Dr. Candace Matthews.
A lot of these documents, looking at.
This country is supposed to be about the land of the free for all. It has not been free for Black people, and we are tired.
With our platform, we're helping to end injustice by exposing it.
Join us in standing for excellence in journalism and serving our community. Download the African Diaspora News app today.
Welcome to Africa Diaspora News Channel. Let's talk about one of the Sahel states, Mali. There has been a back and forth between Mali and Barrick Gold. Barrick Gold Company is also known as Barrick Mining Corporation. It's a leading global mining company primarily focused on gold and copper production. And it is a Canadian company. Now, this company has been mining the gold in Mali for a long while. I mean, we're talking about since the past 29 years. They've been mining the gold in Mali. But this time around, the Malian government are tired of their unpaid tax, unfair contracts, and they just want to take ownership of the company. Barrick Gold has been in conflict with Malian government over unpaid tax and unfair contract with their past leaders. The dispute saw the arrest warrant of Barrick's CEO in December, Mark Bristow, who offered to pay the Malian government $370 million. He thought they would accept it, but to his surprise, they rejected it up front. Now, Mali is one of Africa's leading gold producers, but it has struggled for years with jihadist issue, violence in the state, and it is also one of the poorest countries, despite being rich with gold. And after the military takeover in 2021, the military government placed pressure on all foreign mining companies. Now, in November last year, the CEO of Australian company Resolute Mining and 2 employees were arrested in Bamako and only released when $80 million was paid to the Malian government by the company to resolve tax disputes, and they promised to balance up 80 million naira in the coming month. These guys know they're actually at fault. They refuse to pay tax and they want to continue with their operations in the states. Come on now. What do they take this government for? Weaklings that cannot do anything? Especially with the military government, they think everything will just go as they have planned, or everything will remain the same way it has been. Lynient Akotonou is a large gold mine complex located in western Mali near the border with Senegal, comprising of 2 distinct mining permits, Lulu and Akotonou. The complex is owned 80% by Barrick Gold, while 20% is owned by the Malian government. And according to Stock Titan, that complex has been a significant contributor to Mali's economy, accounting for 5 to 10% of the country's GDP. Despite the 20%. Now imagine if they had 50 or 70%, how well they would do. The mine also employs 8,000 people, and Barrick has invested over $10 billion in Mali over the last 29 years. Now, Mali took them to court, but they are of the opinion that they have invested so much in Mali and they would not leave Mali. But guess what? Mali government took over the ownership and the operation of Barrick Gold in Mali. They refused to step down. Why? Now, these are the reasons. Barrick Gold refused to pay tax. They had unfair deal, unfair contract with their past governments. How will you give them 20%? Is our gold? You're the ones mining it here. You're giving us 20%. Why you are taking 80%? That's too much. At some point, when their employees were detained by the Malian government, they paid $438 million in exchange, and they returned some of their seized gold. Now, that means they intentionally seized some of the gold in Mali. I think it's safe to say that it is good that Malian governments are waking up to the reality of what these guys, the harm they are doing to their country, and they've decided to take it serious. Now, we talk about Niger, we talk about the uranium, we talk about Burkina Faso, we talk about the gold and how they flushed out France from Burkina Faso. Now it is Mali's turn and they are doing well. How will you take 80% when it wasn't a mutual contract? Of course, it was unfair to our past governments, but our eyes are open to see that you are actually doing us wrong. What do you think about the story? Comments below and do not forget to share, like, subscribe, and turn on your notification button. My name is Lynient Akotonou.